Brad S donated, and we're doing it. This one's the Pet Shop Boys. Go West is the song. I know the Pet Shop Boys for sure.
I do as well. I know some of their songs. I couldn't tell you any of them right now.
Maybe it's one
but
of
I'll
these.
let you know if I know it. This is wild.
What is this imagery implying here?
Okay, what I'm gathering.
What am I looking at?
Actually, I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not either. I mean,
okay, it
Go
feels
West
like an anti-Soviet song.
Yeah, very much.
Where they're telling this people in the Soviet Union to leave, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
Or is it? Or
Maybe.
I guess it could be. I can't imagine, because if this was happening, this would be insane. This would be like really frowned upon. So maybe there's this like super anti-Western culture saying that they want Soviet culture to move west so that they can be Soviet. I don't think that's the case.
No, it seems very anti-Soviet. I don't know. The red is clearly Soviet, right?
Dude, the song started with the Soviet national anthem.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, that's how it began.
I know.
That's what that was. And then it turns into freaking like dance party Soviet Union. And
then the Lady Liberty is all in red, which I'm confused about. I don't know what this means. Like, it's not very... Maybe if it was 1980 whatever, this would make a lot more sense. But in 2024, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know.
It's pretty wild.
Like
I love the beach balls.
There's a lot of cool 3D graphics.
I know. This is... I mean, stepping away from all of it, this is amazing. It's super interesting. Okay, it's an 03 digital remaster. This is not made in 2003. That wouldn't even make sense.
I'd love to get a year on this, but...
Wait, hold on. Scroll down. Let me look at these lyrics a little bit here.
Together.
We will go our way, we'll leave someday. Okay, this has to be about, like, motivating people in the Soviet regime to... People in Soviet Union
maybe
to
like
leave.
there are
That's
brighter...
gotta be. Yeah.
There are brighter days ahead kind of a vibe.
That's gotta be.
we want to be. Now if we make a stand, we'll find our promised land. There are many ways in the sun or shade. We will find a place where there's so much space. And the pace back east, rustling just to feast, ready to leave too. We are gonna do. Life is peaceful there, there in the open air, where the skies are blue. This is what we're gonna do. Life is peaceful there. Go west. In the open air. Go west. Baby, you and me. Go west. This is our land. Sun in winter time. Go west. We will feel just fine. Where the skies are blue. This is what we're gonna do.
Well, here, pause it real quick. It seems that the Pet Shop Boys are still performing this live to tens of thousands of people.
To tens of trillions. That's a huge event. Wow.
Um,
That was amazing. That was so
I've never-
interesting.
I've never seen anything like that in my entire life.
No.
I don't know what that was. But then they started showing, like, I don't know, what was that? Either Moscow or St. Petersburg or something?
Moscow, yeah.
Moscow. And then, man, I mean, are the Pet Shop Boys...
Aren't they British?
I would assume they're British. It sounds like British music, but they were there in Russia.
That could have been a green. I mean, hey, Mike, they green screened a lot of this stuff
Yeah, but you can tell when it's green. Let's double back. Let's check it out.
when they're in front of the basilica
Yeah,
or whatever. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah, that could definitely be just green screen.
definitely. I mean, why is it all so red looking? That's not really what it looks like. I mean, no, it's
Well,
kind of red. But,
They are too. They're colored that way.
oh yeah, you're right. What's the blue and yellow mean?
I don't know. So it's Sweden. Sweden. Something.
Yes.
Yo, they're there. You don't think?
Dang.
I think. Look, they even cast a shadow.
They were allowed to go there?
Maybe they played a show.
No, really?
Maybe they were so famous that they played a show there.
That would be wild. In the Soviet Union? I mean, or
Did
is
they-
this like
did
right?
they really not let artists in to perform?
Man, not to come in and play play songs like this.
Yeah, well, maybe they didn't play a song like. Maybe they're like, you can come play, but you can't play any of your anti-communism songs.
I mean, yeah, this is a pretty anti-communism song. At least that's what I'm gathering it to be, because I'm still a little confused. It seems like it. There's so much Soviet imagery that it just feels like it kind of isn't.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by it. I mean, unless
Let alone, I haven't even gotten started in all the 3D graphics here.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That was
Oh,
cutting.
this looks like, I mean, dude, this like paper bird flying.
In the sun or shade.
It's amazing. That's so cool.
Joe, it's cutting edge technology.
It was, and I love it. I just love because, okay, it's not just goofy. I'm not just trying to make fun of it. It literally is just such a specific moment in time. And it reminds you of so many things that you saw. Like, when I see this stuff, I think of, like, the old design program I used in 9th grade, or, like, pipes.
Yeah.
You know, it all
The
they
screensaver.
look like screensavers. Yeah, and it brings so much joy to my heart to see them, because I know
beautiful.
someone worked really hard on this. I get it.
Yeah, they
And-
did. They put hours in, Joe.
And you know, whoever invented the pipes screensaver is a gosh darn genius. So
I agree.
I think that actually I don't know anything about that person. The only thing I know about them is that they made the pipes. It's the best.
That we should do that on the live stream is look up who invented the pipes.
Yeah, and these beach
Beach
balls.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the yellow suits mean, and I don't know why the men are dressed the way they are, hiking up the. No. The guys marching.
Well, they all look like Ivan
there's-
Drago.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all super buff, and they've got tight tank tops. They all look like they're male gymnasts.
Okay, so my challenge for the commenters who may have lived through these times as an adult, let us know what's going on here because we are perplexed. I mean, we gathered the basic gist, I think, but let us know what exactly is
I
happening.
just got to say, there's got to be a lot of references that are just going right over our heads. There has to be.
Yeah.
Or it's just this really kooky 3D graphic version of like anti-Soviet, go west, everyone, come be free.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the other thing. And these like red Lady Liberties.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but
And this
all right.
frickin' animation city. Oh man,
that's cool.
I love it.
The red sky.
I know, and it's just the way it began. It literally just begins with the Soviet national anthem, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And this bird. What's the deal with the beach?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Russia has some beaches, but like, Russia's not known for their beaches.
I think they mentioned space. Everyone has space. Yeah, it's Russia. Soviet Union.
Oh yeah, they talk about the open air. It's like Russia has got plenty of open air.
Well, I mean, unless you count the borders. I mean, Soviet Union, I guess. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah,
of
the
it
Soviet Union was a lot of countries.
It was huge.
Yeah, that's true.
Wild.
Covered a lot of ground. Well,
I'm
glad that came to an end.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad.
I wasn't around to see it, but it seemed like a good thing that it ended.
Yeah. This video is interesting because it's like, okay, it's about something that we know about, but then it also feels like it's very connected to the time very specifically. So it'd be way more relevant to the people that were living there than to us now, 30 years plus later.
Mm-hmm.
Like that this isn't, like we didn't really understand how people felt
Right.
at that time, how people in the Soviet Union felt. Like we could even hear interviews, something like that, but how you really felt, like what was the general feel in every room in the United States and in Western Europe versus Eastern Europe, and how everyone thought about it.
Yeah, what were the conversations like? If you brought it up, what were people saying?
Yeah,
what was the temperature?
It's a world we didn't live in, so it's very interesting. You know what? It's always so interesting to think about how much that dominated, like day to day for decades.
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially in the 50s and 60s. I mean, our elementary school was built in the 1950s, and the cafeteria was a basement bomb shelter
Yeah. Because of the Cold War.
because of the Cold
It
War.
was a bomb shelter in preparation for a potential bombing in a random town outside of a small city in the U.S.
Yeah,
Like not even a target.
people were just ready
like-
for it,
Well, it's the paranoia. It's like, well, they could bomb anywhere, so we better be ready.
and
I bet it's not the only one.
Yeah.
I bet there's so many 1950s bomb shelters all over our country.
And I mean, and then that movie just came out, Oppenheimer, just showing how deep, like, what did he do? He was like friends with communists in the 30s, and then he's getting like
Oh yeah.
ostracized and attacked in the 1950s, even though like, he was technically like a war hero in the United States. So it's just really wild, the perception and like how much that was such a big deal. I mean, I know people still say like, oh, they're communists or something, but it's nothing like it was back then. I mean, the whole movie Rocky IV is about it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one of the greatest movies of all time.
Fight the Russians.
Gotta fight the Russians. Yeah, it's just such an interesting. Man, I mean, we're giggling about it. I'm sure it was not funny at
Yeah,
the time.
it's serious
It's
about
very
it,
serious.
We're here to have a good time on the show. So
All right, moving on.
moving on. My favorite part of the night.